New release, Ichiko, Aoba. We've listened to Windswept at Dan at this point. If you didn't check out that video, feel free to. Alright, I love that record. It was super ethereal. Alright, it made me feel like I was floating on a cloud. It made me feel like everything was alright. Everything about that was just so watery and beautiful. So when I heard that there was a release of a new record from her, you knew I had to get on that immediately. Hopefully, this record is just as beautiful. I've heard some amazing things about it so far. Just from the ratings, I haven't heard anyone talk about it and what kind of genre it is, but we're gonna get into it right now, and that's gonna be it. If you're new to the channel and you're watching YouTube, feel free to like and subscribe. All right, we're gonna have a nice, chill, mellow time review tonight. So, if you wanna catch some more of these and you want to recommend me some more albums like this, feel free to comment it down below. All right, I appreciate you for being here. All right, if you want to check out the whole version of this review, you know where to find it. I like that flute already. Very brief lyrics from what I've seen. She just says the wind sails with the Japanese people. All right, I fuck with that shit, of course. Instrumental, obviously very similar from something that we might have heard off of Windswept to Dan. All right, I'm loving the flutes. I'm loving the pianos. Everything very aquatic, very watery. I think it represents the album cover super well. Makes me feel like I'm swimming in that shit like a mermaid man, barnacle boy. That's how I feel towards that song. That's how I feel spiritually as well. I'm loving everything about that. This woman literally makes everything magical. That's what I'm hearing right now. I think she produces all of this too, if I am correct. I think it is mostly self-produced by her. So hats off to her as always. Brilliant opener. All right. So far my expectations have been met entirely. And let's keep going. Next one is some coordinates. Absolutely, let's go there. Listen, I don't know where these coordinates are. I don't know where the fuck they lead to. All right. The only thing I know about coordinates is taking screenshots of them when I'm playing Minecraft, so I know how to get back. Wait a minute. Is that my house? Hello? It's not just the Japanese ties, but that's something that would genuinely sound like would be in Spirited Away. And just the lyrics too, it kind of painted a great picture for me. Thank God the translations are here, cause y'all know that I would not be able to understand that shit. All right. Gifts to insects and tree roots, expanding the mycelial message map. A boat of light on the sound of the sea floating. Play with the world. Suddenly tunnel. It sounds like, and I've made this comparison to a lot of music that I think sounds great, but it's like a rabbit just frolicking, through the fields. You get that text message. It really just made me feel like I want to meditate under a tree and just forget about everything. You know what I'm saying? Just slip into the universe, slip into nature. Or I love that. It's definitely very bare bones to a lot of the shit that was on Windswept Dan as well. So, getting a contrast a little bit as well. Definitely going on my sleep playlist. I agree. I'm hearing the piano frequently in a lot of these songs. The thing is, her lyrics are painting a little bit of a different atmosphere. I think I've imagined myself already many times in different settings, whether it's not I'm sitting in the grass, whether or not it's that I'm swimming in the ocean, and now I'm gazing out the window. I'm gazing out the window at the full moon at night, gazing at the window at the full moon at night, just pondering and just thinking about shit, man. Just like thinking of a magical night, just chilling out, looking outside, no worries in mind. That's what this album has really, been for me so far. Next one is Aurora. 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 I can't say it. Here's where I'm at with this song. First of all, I love that acoustic guitar. It was super hypnotic. It had me within that song the whole time. Vocals incredible as always. But man, I was in the middle of Iceland right there on a brisk night. Maybe it's brisk. I don't know what the temperature is there. It was a beautiful aurora. I was looking up. I could see the rays of green light in the sky. It was breathtaking. That's what that song made me feel. I feel like I've been traveling all over the world so far within this record, just seeing different beautiful sights. I feel like I'm just a spectator of the earth. This is really something special. Next one is Flag in all caps. So we're getting aggressive. The specific lyric translations weren't here, all right? So I'm reading annotations, all right? Boo me all you want, whatever. It says, this song is an introspective piece that explores themes of longing and self discovery, something like that. I think it's about kind of personal travel in a way, personal growth, trying to find out who you are in a sense, to connect the dots on how I feel and how it ties into the themes of the rest of this record. I mean, I already feel like I've traveled in many different atmospheres and environments on here, so it really does sound like I'm going from place to place, trying to find a piece of myself. The way that song goes, I feel like it really encourages like adventure in that way. This one is Coachella. I love when she uses them chimes. Let's get litty. Next one is Luciferine. Bit of a scary title. It's my favorite instrumental yet. It's my favorite instrumental yet. It's a very childlike perspective, sinking into the cradle, a worm from long ago. Eat the world, grow big, swallow the stars, and declare your resolve right here. Life exists properly. What the song is implying, something that it's about, is maybe a childhood perspective, an innocence, a beginning from there. All right, I really felt swallowed up by that instrumental. It made me really feel like I was just a jit again, you know, within the world, and the world is so big and you could take over anything. You could do what you want. That's how it made me feel. It made me feel like a little flower. Next one is Personam. She needs to help me out with these pronunciations. Oh, that bass. That's crazy. Oh boy. Oh boy. So kind of an instrumental track a little bit. She's got some vocals on there, but they're just playing a role to assist everything. I like how the sort of keys are just bouncing along and harmonizing with her vocals on there. Once again, it made me feel, just incredible. Everything about that was perfect. As a standalone song, it's not my favorite, but it did invoke the same emotion in me as the rest of the other songs. So far, I gotta say the consistency of this record is off the charts. We're gonna see how we close it out in the next two. Oh, this could be the one. Man, this is getting to me. A light that fell long ago pretends to be a soul and breathes within your body. Beyond the darkness flickering, the very first singing voice. Holy fuck. A sad, somber song on this record. Talking about maybe the lost potential that you might have had. And the light that was once within you is just kind of dimmed a little bit. Maybe with age. I know we mentioned earlier the beauty of being young. And, being a baby and being, open to the world. Maybe this is the kind of opposite of the, what song was that? Was it Luciferine? I think it was Luciferine. This is sort of seems like the opposite of that coin. I know it's the most negative song yet, but that's truly my favorite. I think it's the most beautiful. This album just continues to up itself every time. Next track is titled Wakusei no Namida. Damn, that's the end already. That is crazy. Pulling my strings there because if you know me, you know how much I love space. And her lyrics about, melodies spanning light years, a planet crying, it really just gets to me. It really just does get to me. Unless these translations that I've been doing are just all incorrect and I'm just getting spewed bullshit. I don't think so though. This whole record has just been someone reflecting on their memories of where they were, glancing out the window and enjoying a full moon, enjoying an aurora borealis, enjoying a good swim, and you're kind of looking back and enjoying those the memories of those things. And it seems like towards the end we're just kind of infinite in space and time, and everything is just eternal. The song is eternal. Everything is going to span out forever. And everything eventually is great, but holy shit, this album took me to some deep emotional places. Instrumentally, I think it's just as good as Windswept Adan. I think the only downside between this and that record is that one was longer, and there was more chimes on that one. I love some good chimes, but this is just such a good fucking album. I just gotta say that. I think my expectations have been met. She's just been wonderful as a producer. I don't know how much of a hand that she's had in self-producing this record. I think I'm assuming it is similar. Inject this album into my body while stoned and watching SpongeBob underwater. I would have to agree with you. I mean, just looking at the album cover, it just makes me want to dive in and go for a little swim. May I be able to hear this album when I float to heaven. I'm not making it to the pearly gates. Hey man, you never know. There's still time. Super angelic record across the board. I'm happy I got to it. It could be my number one this year so far, but it's close between this and a few others. That Mac Miller one probably. So many different settings that I envision myself in. So many different places that I'm going to listen to this record, and I think I have so much replay value. And yeah, it's hard. It's really hard for me to rank something like this. And I know that I said in my my OK Lou video that I wanted to start giving a number to these records, but after first listen, it is tough. I would say my gut feeling so far for this is a strong 8, light 9 if we're doing some Fantano stupid scale. Or maybe I'll just call it a 9 out of 10 right now, almost a 10 out of 10. There's like 10, 20 albums, to be honest, that I've done so far that I would give a 10. I can't name off the top of my head, but I'm not too I'm not too stingy with that. For being here, sticking it out. I think we had a few moments where it lagged during the stream, but we made it through. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you for being here.